Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. Anti-Asian hate crimes are growing nationwide. The bias and discrimination rhetoric are prompting a Brooklyn Park City Council member, Susan Pa, to take action. Reporter Sonia Goins has a story.
Susan Pa is the only Hmong American Brooklyn Park City Council member and says the anti-Asian hate must stop.
It definitely makes me upset. It makes me fearful.
Tuesday, she spoke at a rally in St. Paul calling for the stop of Asian hate.
It is unacceptable to not call some of the violence that has happened to our Asian community not a hate crime when we know that it is.
The Brooklyn Park lawmaker says she too has faced bias while going about her everyday activities.
I was standing in line at Costco and, everybody's wearing masks. The lady in front of me, for no reason that I can think of, turned around, looked straight at me and gave me the most dirtiest look.
Pa says although this is minor to what is going on across the country, the incident still haunts her today.
In hindsight, I thought, why didn't I do something? Why didn't I say something?
She and others in the Asian community are taking precautions to protect their children too.
Last year, we chose to keep our kids on distance learning because we knew that our kids may be bullied or harassed in school.
Brooklyn Park residents are encouraged to report any incidents to the Brooklyn Park Human Rights Department. Currently, there have not been any reports of anti-Asian hate in the city. Sonia Goins, CCX News.
Hennepin County held its first community vaccination clinic at a Brooklyn Center school this week. County staff say holding the vaccination site at new Millennium Academy, which is made up almost entirely of students of color, will help make the vaccine accessible to more diverse groups.
And so this is one of the efforts that we're doing. This is just for the Asian Pacific Islander community, but we have other tracks, vaccination track that we're going to get to the African community, to the Latinx community, Native American, etc. So.
About 350 community members who are 18 and older got the shot on Monday. County staff say community partners took part in the effort to help educate and remove barriers.
People in different communities weren't getting the vaccination at the same rate, and there were so many barriers, cultural, language, some misunderstandings. And so having these things with trusted partners allows people, they trust the partner, and then have them kind of help us deliver the shot is really working effectively.
The county also hopes to set up a vaccination site at Prairie Seeds Academy in Brooklyn Park. The goal for the following months is to have 2 to 3 vaccination sites within the Asian community. School districts continue to provide food free of charge for families during the pandemic. The Osseo School District distributed about 2,200 free spring break meals for children ages 18 and younger on Monday morning. The meals included enough food to last the week and were given away at 3 locations. School staff say this effort helps families.
It's good for the community just because with the pandemic, a lot of people have lost jobs, and I think there's a great need out there for meals for people. So it's good to be able to provide people that need the support from the meal aspect to be able to provide them with food. So.
Nearly 2 years ago, Crystal's popular Italian restaurant, Sweet Taste of Italy, closed after the property owner decided to put a laundromat on that site. But as Delane Cleveland reports in this week's edition of Takeout Tuesday, the Sweet Taste of Italy was reborn earlier this month, only not in the traditional sense.
In the heart of downtown Minneapolis,
this is our simple space, easy to maneuver around.
Jim Stone has resurrected Crystal's popular restaurant, Sweet Taste of Italy.
So instead of our 4 burners, we've just got 2 and we went this way instead of this way.
Only this version of the longtime Northwest Suburban staple runs a little differently than the one Stone owned and operated along 42nd Avenue for the better part of 2 decades.
This one's more like a virtual kitchen.
I got a cheese bread and a trio for 2.
Yes, they still serve a lot of the old favorites people grew to love, but every single order will come via a food delivery app, such as Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Grubhub.
They're all kind of tied in together in one system. That's one really nice thing about this facility is you have one system that integrates all of those together.
The facility he's referring to is this new Commissary kitchen. Restaurants will have their own individual space where they take orders and prepare food for a team of drivers who will deliver the meals to your home or office. At some point in the near future, there will be 29 restaurants operating out of this space. Sweet Taste of Italy is the first.
It is a nice community of restaurants that'll be here. That's kind of cool too for us.
With this setup, the apps will allow them to get food to their core customer base in Crystal, New Hope, Robbinsdale, Brooklyn Center, and beyond.
They've showed us a lot of love, hoping we come back soon. So this just seemed like the best way to get back to them.
However, one thing they lose with this concept is the face-to-face interaction with customers.
That is definitely a sacrifice that we're making. We just wanted to make sure that that neighborhood was able to still get the food that they had.
It's a small price to pay, but the important thing for Stone is that in the end, people will once again be able to fulfill their sweet craving for a taste of Italy.
I want to be the fastest kitchen in this whole facility.
In Minneapolis, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Some golf courses in the area are already open and celebrating an early start to the season.
You play in 90 minutes or less down here and you get all the golf you want, and better yet, a little fresh air.
Centerbrook Golf Course in Brooklyn Center opened up on Saturday. The course is anticipating a busy year. Social distancing on the course, masks in the clubhouse, and keeping a 50% occupancy rate in the clubhouse are all still required because of COVID-19. Registrations are required too, so call before you go play.